Hey guys, this is Austin. Today we're here in San Francisco at Anki's HQ for the launch of their brand new Vector robot. So when Anki reached out and wanted to sponsor a video on Vector, I had to think about it a little bit differently. This is not something that we normally take a look at, but after spending an afternoon with it, this is legitimately one of the coolest robots I've ever tried. He's so excited right now. Vector is a home robot that's always on. That's very different than their other products like Cosmo. The idea is that Vector can be totally self-sufficient without you ever needing to charge him manually. Hey Vector, my name is Austin. Like he's like staring at me intensely, trying to remember. I feel like I just made a friend. I love the animations. He's just constantly sort of moving, sort of being so excited. It feels really like it's alive. That's so cool. Hey Vector, do a fist bump. Yeah. It's so excited. There's more to Vector than just doing cool tricks though. There's some real utility as well. Using his Wi-Fi connection and quad microphone array, you can ask him questions like a digital assistant. So he's always trying to build a map of his environment, even when he's not necessarily doing anything. He's just sort of building it.
He'll go through different modes. So sometimes he just wants to play and hang out, and he'll just be kind of chilling, looking at you.
So the light green is what it thinks is okay, and the dark green is what it's like already driven over and knows is fine. Like I feel like he's constantly trying to be like entertaining or explore or do something. It actually really feels like something alive. It's so cool. And it's, I think, something that's really sort of convincing me here, just staring at him for a few minutes. All the little motions, right? Like he's not just sitting there. It's not like, it doesn't feel robotic. It's just like, he's sort of like kind of adjusting himself. His eyes are kind of following you. He's just always kind of like moving just a little bit like a normal person is. No one sits completely still, right? And he isn't either.
That's right. Hey Vector, go to your charger.
Oh, look at that. So precise too. So the idea here is that while you can play with him all day and sort of let him run around, if you don't do anything, he's going to charge himself when he gets low on battery. So in theory, you don't actually ever have to, like, is there even like a power button on him or?
There is, but you don't have to ever turn it on.
That's awesome. Man, he just does not want to be held right now. So there are a ton of sensors inside Vector. So not only are there going to be sensors that are going to allow him to make sure that he doesn't fall off of a table, for example, but there's also going to be a sensor that he can tell how far he is away from a specific object. He does have his camera, he has his microphones, and on top of all that, you can even pet him on the top, which might calm him down a little bit. So you can actually tell when he's being held based on the gyroscope. And one of the cool things is because he's always building a map of his environment, when you pick him up, he realizes that, oh, look, I'm not sort of on the table anymore, I'm being held. But if I set him back down, he's going to start figuring out, oh, look, I'm back on a table. I'm going to start scanning around and figuring out, this is okay, this isn't okay. I don't want to run over, say, my finger, right? You don't do that, right? Inside, Vector is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon quad-core processor. Now that is going to be handling a ton of stuff, not only handling all of the inputs from the various sensors, but it's even doing some pretty sophisticated machine learning. So it can determine where a person is, what is a person, what isn't a person, and even figure out who a specific person is. So once you actually introduce yourself to Vector, it will then remember you, and so when you come home and say, hey, what's up, it'll freak out and be all excited. If it wants to listen to me, at least. Yeah, you heard me. To design the over 1,000 different animations Vector can do, Anki uses a custom version of Maya, which is typically used for digital animations. They've rigged a full Vector inside, and with just a few adjustments to any animation, they can get it to play back on Vector in the real world, which speeds up things massively. Aww. He just like rolls up to you like, oh, I'm sad. Yeah. That is so cool. I'm just so blown away at how quickly you're able to do this, right? Like I assume that this is gonna be a ton of work. You have to sort of work out the eyes, you have to work out each individual motion, you have to test it, but you did that in like, what, it felt like 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Easy peasy.
So the Anki Vector will be available on Kickstarter starting today. So of course I'll have a link in the description. This guy is going to run $200 if you do pick it up on Kickstarter, and that is going to also include early access to the SDK. You're going to get him a little bit earlier. Vector is seriously really cool, as I gently try to hold him without upsetting him. So if you're interested, the link will be in the description. He's something seriously different, and what I really appreciate is that not only is he sort of going to be able to be something fun to play with, but he's also going to give you some real utility. Isn't that right?